In this video, we're going to walk through AutoCircuit, how it works, and how you can use it on your projects. A couple things to know to get started is, one, you need to have your distribution systems applied to your panels throughout your project. You need to have some electrical fixtures located in it, and you need to have rooms assigned. So we do this on a room by room basis throughout your model. And don't worry, we're referencing it from the architectural model or any linked model, or if it's just within your particular model. So with that, we have a couple drop downs here. One is any devices that you want to circuit together, you can select those here. Again, we have basically 4 different types of electrical fixtures within this model, so that's what we have to choose from. Now you can name your circuit name just receptacles, and then the room name and the number will get appended to it, which we'll see as we go through this. You can choose how many devices you want to have on a circuit, 4, 5, 6 through 10, whatever your fancy. And then if there's anything you want to uncircuit and then just recircuit using this, you're able to do that as well. And then we'll select to choose to circuit to the nearest panel on the same floor. And then lastly is our dedicated circuits. So if we want to have a few dedicated circuits for, let's say, coffee makers and receptacles that are for refrigerators. Again, these are by element type. So we're not doing, by instance and finding an instance parameter. We're literally just going through and looking at the family name and then the family type names, and then putting those in a list. And then each individual instance will be a dedicated circuit. So then we can put fridge here, and we can then circuit everything. So again, this has already been loaded in the model. Panel names, that kind of stuff, distribution systems have already been applied. So now we're just going through and circuiting throughout this model. There we have 89 circuits created. So let's take a look. All right, with that, we can, again, I'm just going to use the wire piece here to just visually show it, the connections. And then if we go down to, I know where the receptacles are in this project. So if we go down here, there's a couple of refrigerators, freezer. So with that, we can see that this is a dedicated circuit, fridge, cafeteria 121, and this, so these other receptacles that are in the project are not dedicated. So this guy's dedicated, this one's dedicated. This is just a convenience outlet, so nothing special about it. And then we have our coffee, which this is dedicated. And then we can see these 3 here are circuited together. This guy would be dedicated, and this is dedicated. So if we go back and rerun AutoCircuit, we can also create panel schedules. So with this, we'll create all the panel schedules in the model, and then we can sort them either just alphabetically or by voltage and then alphabetical. So we have a choice right to left, left to right. So we'll just leave left to right here, and then entire top row, and then the next row, and then the bottom row, or basically in columns. So if you want to do rows and then columns, or columns then rows. And then if you want a 2 by 2, 3 by 2, or 3 by 3. So let's just do a 3 by 3 for simplicity for this. And again, this is just going to create all your panel schedules, sheet those panel schedules, and do them in alphabetical or alphabetical numerical order and according to voltage. So what we'll see here is the first sheet is going to be all the 480 panels, and then the next sheet is going to be the 280 panels. Since we have 9 of each, 9 480 panels and 9 208 panels. So 2 sheets. And again, this is all in real time. All right, panel sheets created, circuits done. So here's all of our panel schedules, our sheets. So this should be our 480 sheet. And again, it's doing the width of each panel schedule based on basically the first panel schedule width, and then it's adding a buffer between each of them. And that's how it's doing the length and width. Again, nothing circuited these because we didn't have any 277 or 40 volt devices. So again, left to right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We go down again, 1, 2, 3 for the third floor, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. And these are all 40 volt panels. Now we'll go over to 701 here. And again, you can change your sheet numbers, all that kind of good stuff as well. Clearly, you know, these sheets are not meant for a 3x3, but here we are. So you can see that these were circuited. And then again, 1-1, so 122.8 panel. And then if we go over here to 1-3, this is our cafeteria. So 1-3, you can see our fridge, coffee, and then the convenience receptacles. So if we go down here to our first floor where these are, here's the panel that we have selected. This is panel 1-3. And then again, this is, these are the closest devices there. So it'll get circuited to here. And then if we want to look, I guess, at some of these other rooms, you can do that. So receptacles, electrical, there we are. If we look at another one over here, maybe like the admin. There's that circuit over to this panel. So there you have it. This is auto circuit, circuiting all of your receptacles, your creating your panel schedules, your sheets, and in another video, we'll go through the mechanical equipment. This model doesn't have any mechanical equipment, but you'll be able to go find your mechanical equipment, select the electrical fixture. That would need to be loaded in your project. So you need to have that family actually loaded in your project, and then it'll go and place it on that piece of mechanical equipment. So that's the third leg of auto circuit, is place an electrical family at mechanical equipment. So one is just circuiting receptacles. And then one other thing that I'll show here before we depart is we'll uncheck this guy, and then we'll uncircuit everything in the project. So we don't need to do that, but we'll just uncircuit basically everything within the project. So if for some reason you didn't want to do anything, we'll just uncircuit all of it. So you'll see that 89 circuits are now empty. And there we have it. So if we go and look at our panel schedules, everything is uncircuited. So again, you can recircuit it back. you choose, and go from there. So again, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.